Welcome to our podcast where we explore the fascinating world of cybersecurity and discuss the latest trends, threats, and strategies to protect ourselves in the digital age. In recent FBI news, there have been notable progress and setbacks in the realm of cybercrime and hacking operations. The agency made strides in September when they successfully disassembled the IP Storm botnet proxy network, which was orchestrated by hacker Sergei Makinin. This is a considerable victory for the FBI in their persistent effort to eliminate cyber threats. However, the FBI continues to grapple with obstacles in their attempts to quell a formidable casino hacking syndicate that has been tormenting corporate America over the past 2 years. Despite their endeavors, the FBI has been unable to dismantle this infamous group that has attacked various casinos, causing significant disruptions within the corporate field. Additionally, there is growing concern over the FBI's perceived delayed response in dealing with hackers allegedly responsible for the breaches at MGM and Caesars. The apparent half-year delay before taking action against these breaches has led to increased skepticism of the FBI's efficiency in handling cyber threats, especially those aimed at crucial sectors such as the casino industry. In summary, the recent FBI activities underline the sustaining challenges the agency faces in their war against cybercrime. While the demolition of the IP Storm botnet network marks a significant accomplishment, the ongoing difficulties with the casino hacking syndicate and the prolonged response to the poker house breaches indicate a need for sustained alertness and enhancement in their handling of cybercrime. Be sure to follow for continued updates on these incidents and the FBI's ongoing battle to counter cyber threats. Intel has released important updates regarding critical flaws and privilege escalation vulnerabilities in their personal computer and server chips. These vulnerabilities have been identified in the Intel chipset device software, Intel Battery Life Diagnostic Tool Installation Software, and Intel Optane SSD. The vulnerability in the Intel chipset device software allows attackers to exploit the flaw and gain escalated privileges. To mitigate potential risks associated with this flaw, users are encouraged to update their software to the most recent version. In the Intel Optane SSD, a similar privilege escalation vulnerability has been found, but detailed information about it is currently unknown. Users of Intel Optane SSD are recommended to stay alert for further information or updates regarding this issue. An additional vulnerability has been detected in the Intel Battery Life Diagnostic Tool Installation Software. This critical flaw can be exploited by threat actors by manipulating unknown data to escalate privileges. No further information about this vulnerability has been disclosed at present. Users are advised to take all necessary security precautions, including regular software updates and maintaining caution while downloading and installing Intel software. To address these security concerns, an out-of-band patch has been released by Intel. It is strongly urged that all users install this patch instantly to maintain the security of their systems and data. Keep a lookout for further updates on these privilege escalation vulnerabilities and critical flaws in Intel chips, along with other technology news. Microsoft has recently taken measures to address an array of security vulnerabilities within its Windows operating systems and associated software. Despite these efforts, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, warns that hackers are presently exploiting 3 of these vulnerabilities. A critical vulnerability affecting Intel COT drivers for Windows has been identified. This particular vulnerability can lead to a buffer overflow exploit. To guard against potential attacks, users are strongly advised to immediately upgrade their systems. Another vulnerability, a privilege escalation flaw, has been found in Microsoft On-Prem Data Gateway. This flaw could allow threats to boost their system privileges. Simultaneously, Microsoft Windows 11 and Windows Server 2022 have shown susceptibility to an authentication denial of service attack. Users are therefore urged to remain cautious and instigate necessary precautions to lessen the risk. Additionally, a critical vulnerability affecting the DHCP server service across multiple Microsoft Windows Server versions has been detected. This defect could result in denial of service attacks, emphasizing the necessity for users to promptly patch their systems. Also detected has been a critical vulnerability in Microsoft Office 365 apps for enterprise. This flaw allows remote code execution, making immediate system patching essential. A similarly critical remote code execution vulnerability has been identified in Microsoft Windows WACL DB provider for SQL Server. Exploitation of this vulnerability can allow remote attackers to execute arbitrary codes, further drawing attention to the need for quick action. Alarmingly, reports suggest that zero-day vulnerabilities in Microsoft that enable bypassing Defender and privilege escalation are present. These vulnerabilities pose a significant risk, indicating that prompt patching is the most effective mitigation measure. A vulnerability that particularly stands out affects Microsoft Windows Server Hyper-V and enables local privilege escalation. Users are strongly urged to apply patches swiftly to safeguard their systems. Finally, a remote code execution vulnerability has been discovered in Microsoft Windows compressed folder component. Preventive measures such as system patching are highly recommended to thwart potential attacks. In conclusion, while Microsoft has taken action to issue patches for the numerous vulnerabilities within its software, users need to remain alert and swiftly implement the suggested security measures to protect their systems. Thank you for joining us today as we delved into the intricate world of cybersecurity, arming you with knowledge to protect yourself online and navigate the digital landscape with confidence.